My child, take a deep breath and slow your thoughts for a moment. I know your heart has been racing, even when you try to act normal in front of others. I know there is a silent fear sitting behind your eyes, a fear you have not spoken out loud. You may not even fully understand where it came from, but it has been growing quietly. That is why I am speaking to you now. Not to scare you. Not to confuse you. But to steady you before everything unfolds. There is someone very close to you whose name echoes in your prayers without effort. You do not need to force concern for them, it rises naturally. You care deeply, and because of that, what is happening around them feels personal to you. Recently, information surfaced that shook your sense of safety. Reports. Numbers. Medical terms. Serious words spoken with calm faces. Those words did not just enter your ears, they settled into your chest. And once they did, peace began to feel distant. You keep replaying moments in your mind. Small signs you noticed before. Changes in energy. Tired smiles. Quiet pauses. You are wondering if you missed something, if you should have acted sooner, if this pain could have been prevented. Listen to me carefully, my child. Do not punish yourself with questions that have no power to heal. You responded when you were meant to. You felt what you needed to feel. Nothing about your timing was wrong. There are documents involved in this situation, written with authority and presented with confidence. They appear firm, official, and final. But understand this truth deeply: authority does not always equal accuracy. Confidence does not always equal truth. And finality spoken by humans does not override what I have already decided. What unsettles you most is not only what those reports claim, but how quickly fear tried to take control after they appeared. That is not accidental. Fear always rushes in first when it senses potential influence. It speaks loudly, paints worst-case pictures, and demands your attention. But fear has never been a reliable messenger. Soon, there will be a day when you walk beside this person into a place that feels heavy before a word is spoken. The environment will feel cold even if the temperature is normal. The waiting will feel longer than it actually is. Your hands may feel restless. Your heart may beat faster. And when explanations are given, when words fall into the air and settle between you, you will feel like the room shrank. You will want to be strong for them. You will want to hide your own emotions. You will want to believe everything will be okay while not knowing how. And in that moment, my child, your presence will matter more than answers. Your calm will matter more than explanations. Your faith will matter more than outcomes. Do not let your mind run too far ahead. Do not write the ending of a story that is still being written. What looks serious right now does not define what is possible. What sounds convincing right now does not determine what will last. There are layers to this situation that have not yet surfaced. Not everything was handled with care. Not every process was free from human error. Not every influence behind the scenes was pure. This does not mean everyone involved had harmful intentions, but it does mean that truth has not yet fully revealed itself. I need you to stay grounded. Ask questions calmly. Seek clarity without panic. Allow time to work alongside wisdom. There is protection in patience, even when waiting feels unbearable. The person you love is sensitive, even if they pretend to be strong. Their body responds to emotion more than they realize. Their spirit listens closely to the atmosphere around them. When fear surrounds them, it weighs them down. When peace surrounds them, it strengthens them. This is where you come in. Speak gently. Choose words that calm, not words that alarm. Do not repeat frightening possibilities. Do not let casual conversations turn into rehearsals of fear. Life responds to what is spoken repeatedly. Hope needs your voice right now. At night, when your thoughts become loud and sleep feels far away, I am with you. When you stare into darkness and feel helpless, I am present. When you question why this had to happen, I am listening. You do not need perfect words. Your honesty reaches me. I have seen your silent tears. I have seen the way you hold everything together during the day and fall apart in private. I have seen the strength you show others and the exhaustion you hide. None of it is wasted. None of it is unnoticed. This moment is stretching you, but it is also shaping you. You are learning how to stand when answers are unclear. You are learning how to love without guarantees. You are learning how to trust without visible proof. These lessons are painful, but they are powerful. There will come a shift. It will not arrive with noise or drama. It will come quietly, through clarity, correction, or revelation. You may receive new information. You may notice inconsistencies. You may hear something that does not align with what was said before. When that happens, do not rush. Let truth unfold fully. I am not limited by timelines. I am not pressured by predictions. I am not controlled by statistics. Healing is not only physical, it is emotional, mental, and spiritual. And sometimes the greatest healing happens when fear loses its grip. Do not carry this alone. Lean into peace whenever it shows up. Accept moments of relief without guilt. Laughter does not mean denial. Rest does not mean neglect. You are allowed to breathe even while waiting. One day, you will look back at this season and realize how much strength was built inside you without you noticing. You will see how fear tried to dominate but failed. You will understand how close help truly was, even when it felt distant. Until then, stay steady. Stay kind to yourself. Stay anchored in hope. This story is not ending in despair. It is moving toward clarity, restoration, and deeper trust. You are not losing control. You are learning surrender. You are not weak. You are becoming resilient. You are not abandoned. You are being guided. Hold on, my child. Not with desperation, but with quiet confidence. I am with you, now, and in every moment that follows. My child, let us continue, because the story is not finished yet, and neither is the work happening behind what your eyes can see. What you are walking through right now feels uncertain because you are standing between what was said and what will be revealed. That space in between is always the hardest place for the heart. It is where questions grow louder and patience feels thinner. But it is also where truth quietly prepares to rise. There will be moments when you feel torn between hope and realism. Part of you will want to stay positive, to believe strongly, to declare that everything will be fine. Another part of you will fear disappointment, afraid that hoping too much will hurt even more if things go wrong. Listen to me, my child. Hope does not make pain worse. Fear does. Hope keeps the heart alive even when the path is unclear. You may notice yourself becoming extra alert, watching every small change in the person you love. A cough, a pause, a tired expression may suddenly feel alarming. Do not let anxiety train your eyes to search only for danger. Balance awareness with peace. Love them fully, not fearfully. Presence heals more than panic ever could. There will be people around you who mean well but speak carelessly. Some will share stories of others who went through similar situations. Some will offer opinions you did not ask for. Some will unintentionally feed your fear instead of your faith. You do not need to absorb every word spoken around you. Protect your heart. Silence is not weakness, sometimes it is wisdom. In quiet moments, you may question me. You may wonder why I allow uncertainty instead of clarity, waiting instead of immediate answers. My child, clarity too early can sometimes close doors that patience would open. There are things aligning right now that require time. There are conversations happening, decisions being reconsidered, details being uncovered. You do not see them yet, but they are in motion. The person close to you may not always express what they are feeling. Sometimes they will appear strong. Other times they may withdraw. Do not take either personally. Fear affects people differently. Stay steady. Your calm presence will become their safe place, even when words fail. You are learning how to stand without having control. That lesson is uncomfortable, but it is sacred. Control creates tension. Trust creates peace. And peace allows the body and mind to respond differently to stress. This is not coincidence. This is design. There will come a moment when something does not add up. A result that looks different. An explanation that shifts. A recommendation that changes direction. When that moment arrives, your heart will recognize it immediately. Relief will not explode, it will settle. It will feel like exhaling after holding your breath for too long. Do not rush to celebrate too early, and do not rush to despair either. Let truth complete its work. Let clarity fully arrive. There is no need to force outcomes. What is meant to be revealed will not stay hidden forever. You might feel tired in ways sleep cannot fix. Emotional exhaustion is real. Give yourself grace. Rest when you can. Cry when you need to. Strength does not mean being unaffected. Strength means continuing even while feeling deeply. Remember this, my child, nothing about your care, your love, your concern has been wasted. Every prayer, even the messy ones, has been heard. Every tear has carried meaning. Even the nights when you felt alone, you were not. Soon, fear will loosen its grip. It will not disappear all at once, but it will lose authority. You will notice yourself breathing easier. Laughing without guilt. Thinking about the future again without immediate dread. That is healing beginning quietly. When this season passes, and it will pass, you will not be the same person you were before. You will be softer in compassion, stronger in faith, and wiser in discernment. You will understand pain without being ruled by it. You will understand uncertainty without being consumed by it. Until then, stay present. Stay gentle. Stay hopeful. You are not standing on fragile ground. You are standing in a process that is unfolding carefully, deliberately, and with purpose. I am with you in the waiting. I am with you in the questions. I am with you in the quiet moments no one else sees. Hold on a little longer, my child. What is coming will bring understanding, peace, and restoration. And when it does, you will know that even here, even now, you were never alone. My child, stay with me a little longer. I know your heart is tired of waiting, but some answers require silence before they can speak clearly. Right now, you are learning how to exist in uncertainty without losing yourself, and that lesson, though painful, is shaping something strong within you. There will be mornings when you wake up feeling hopeful, almost confident, and you will wonder why fear troubled you so deeply the night before. And then there will be evenings when the weight returns without warning, pressing on your chest, making you feel small and overwhelmed. Do not judge yourself for these shifts. Healing, understanding, and faith do not move in straight lines. They move in waves. Let them come. Let them pass. You may start to notice how deeply connected your emotions are to the person you love. When they smile, you feel lighter. When they withdraw, your heart sinks. This connection is not weakness. It is love. But remember, love does not mean losing your balance. You are allowed to stand firm even when someone else is afraid. In fact, that steadiness is a gift you are offering without realizing it. There will be moments when you are tempted to search endlessly for answers. Reading, researching, asking, comparing. Be careful, my child. Too much information without peace can drain your strength. Seek wisdom, yes. Seek clarity, yes. But do not let fear turn curiosity into obsession. Trust that what you truly need to know will reach you at the right time. In conversations, you may feel unsure what to say. Sometimes words will feel too heavy. Other times they will feel too empty. When that happens, silence filled with presence is enough. Sitting beside someone. Holding their hand. Listening without fixing. These quiet acts carry more healing than long explanations. I know you are afraid of being strong for too long. Afraid that if you keep holding everything together, you will eventually break. Hear me clearly, you are not carrying this alone. Every moment you feel supported without knowing why, every sudden calm that washes over you, every unexpected reassurance. That is help arriving quietly. There will be a turning point. It will not arrive as a dramatic announcement. It will come as clarity. A realization. A correction. Something that brings alignment back where confusion once lived. When it comes, you may feel both relief and anger, relief that fear was not the final word, and anger that you had to carry it at all. Both emotions are valid. Let them move through you without staying. You may question why this experience had to touch your life at all. Why peace was interrupted. Why faith was tested. My child, sometimes strength is not built in comfort, but in moments that demand courage without guarantees. You are learning that you can stand even when certainty is taken away. That knowledge will stay with you long after this season ends. The person you love will change through this too. Even if the outcome brings relief, something inside them will have shifted. They will understand fragility differently. Life differently. Love differently. Be patient with them. Healing is not only about the body. It is about the heart learning how to feel safe again. You will also notice a change within yourself. You will become more selective with your energy. More intentional with your words. More aware of what truly matters. Small things that once felt urgent will lose importance. What is real will become clearer. There will come a day when you speak about this season without your voice trembling. When you remember the fear but no longer feel trapped inside it. When gratitude replaces anxiety. When understanding replaces confusion. That day is closer than you think. Until then, do not rush yourself. Do not demand answers before they are ready. Do not measure your faith by how calm you feel. Faith is not the absence of fear, it is choosing not to be ruled by it. I am walking with you through every step, even the ones that feel slow and heavy. You are not failing because you feel tired. You are not weak because you feel emotional. You are human, and you are growing. Hold steady, my child. Breathe when it feels hard. Rest when you can. Hope even when it feels risky. This season is not here to break you. It is here to reveal how strong, loving, and resilient you already are. And I am still with you. My child, let us go further, because what you are walking through has deeper layers, and your heart needs understanding, not silence. I know there are moments when you sit alone and feel like time itself has slowed down. Days feel longer. Waiting feels heavier. Your mind keeps returning to the same thoughts, even when you try to distract yourself. This is not because you are weak. It is because your heart is invested, and invested hearts feel deeply. There will be times when you feel guilty for smiling or laughing, as if joy itself is betrayal in the middle of uncertainty. Release that guilt. Joy does not cancel concern. Peace does not mean you have stopped caring. In fact, moments of joy are signs that life is still flowing, still breathing, still responding. Allow those moments without fear. You may also feel pressure to be the strong one all the time. Others may look at you and assume you are coping well. They may not ask how you are really doing. And even when they do, you may not know how to explain the mix of emotions inside you. It is okay if words fail. You do not owe anyone a performance of strength. There will be quiet internal battles you do not talk about. Questions like, what if things change? What if life never feels the same again? What if this leaves a permanent mark? These questions are natural. Do not push them away harshly. Acknowledge them gently, then let them pass. Not every thought deserves a place to stay. You are learning something important right now, that love is not about control, and care is not about certainty. You are learning how to love someone without knowing every outcome, how to stay present without guarantees. This kind of love is deep. It is rare. And it is shaping you in ways comfort never could. Sooner than you expect, you will begin to notice subtle shifts. Your body will feel less tense. Your breath will feel deeper. Your thoughts will feel less frantic. You may not realize it at first, but fear will slowly lose its urgency. It will still whisper, but it will no longer shout. There will be moments when you look at the person you love and feel a sudden wave of protectiveness, mixed with sadness, mixed with hope. Let those feelings exist together. Life is not one emotion at a time. It is many, layered and overlapping. You are allowed to feel all of them. You may find yourself reflecting on the past more often now. Old memories. Old versions of life when things felt simpler. Do not mistake nostalgia for loss. The future is not stealing from you, it is forming. What comes next will not erase what was, it will build on it. I want you to remember something important. You are not defined by how this situation turns out. You are defined by how you show up within it. And you have shown up with care, patience, courage, and love, even when you were unsure. That matters more than you know. There will be conversations ahead that bring relief. There will be explanations that make things clearer. There will be moments when fear loosens its grip enough for you to finally rest. When those moments come, receive them fully. Do not brace yourself for bad news when good news arrives. Let peace stay when it comes. Even if challenges remain, you will not face them the same way you would have before. You are stronger now. Not louder. Not harder. But steadier. You are learning how to remain grounded when life feels unstable. That is a strength many never develop. I know you sometimes wish someone would take this weight from you completely. I know you wish you could fast forward through this season. But there are things being built in you that require time, patience, and presence. One day, you will recognize them. Until that day, continue to take things one step at a time. You do not need to solve everything today. You do not need to be ready for every possibility. You only need to be here, now, doing what you can with what you have. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are not alone. You are in the middle of a process that is quietly shaping strength, compassion, and clarity inside you. And I am still here with you, in the waiting, in the wondering, in the moments you feel unseen. Stay with me, my child. The path ahead is opening, even if you cannot see it yet. My child, this is where the story begins to settle into truth, not the kind of truth that shocks suddenly, but the kind that unfolds gently and stays. Stay with me closely now, because this part is meant to steady your heart and seal what you have been carrying for so long. There will come a day very soon when you realize that the fear which once ruled your thoughts no longer has the same grip. You will wake up and notice that your chest feels lighter. Not because every answer has arrived, but because your heart has learned how to rest even without them. That change will not come from outside circumstances alone. It will come from the strength that quietly grew inside you while you were waiting. You will look back at the nights when sleep escaped you, when your mind replayed possibilities over and over, and you will understand something important. Those nights did not break you. They refined you. They taught you patience when you wanted control. They taught you faith when you wanted certainty. They taught you endurance when you wanted relief. And through all of it, you kept going. The person you love will also reach a turning point. You may see it in their eyes before you hear it in words. A softness returning. A tension releasing. A sense of relief mixed with exhaustion. Healing does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it simply arrives as peace where fear once lived. Be gentle with them in this stage. They are processing everything just as you are. There may still be conversations, follow-ups, confirmations, or explanations. Let them come without dread. You are no longer standing where you were at the beginning of this journey. You are standing on stronger ground now. Even if challenges remain, they will feel different because you are different. One day, you will tell this story, not with panic in your voice, but with understanding. You will speak of how close fear came, and how it did not win. You will speak of how uncertain everything felt, and how you learned to stand anyway. And when you do, others will find comfort in your words, even if you never intended to become a source of strength for them. You will realize that this season changed the way you see life. You will no longer take small moments for granted. A normal day will feel like a gift. A quiet conversation will feel meaningful. Peace will feel precious. And you will protect it more carefully than ever before. Do not rush to return to normal. Let yourself move forward differently. Let yourself carry the lessons without carrying the fear. Let yourself release what no longer serves you. Growth often comes disguised as disruption, but its purpose is always restoration. I want you to understand something deeply now. You were never meant to carry this alone, and you did not. Every time you felt an unexplainable calm, that was support. Every time you felt guided toward patience instead of panic, that was wisdom arriving. Every time you chose love over fear, you shifted something unseen. There may still be days when memory brings back a shadow of anxiety. When that happens, do not fight it aggressively. Acknowledge it, then remind yourself how far you have come. Fear loses power when it is no longer feared. You are allowed to hope fully again. You are allowed to plan again. You are allowed to imagine a future without bracing for loss. Do not shrink your joy to protect yourself. Life is meant to be lived open-hearted, even after uncertainty. This chapter did not come to define you by pain. It came to reveal your depth, your compassion, your endurance, and your capacity to remain loving even when afraid. That is not small. That is powerful. Now listen closely, my child, and let this settle into your spirit. You are not walking away from this wounded. You are walking forward wiser. You are not leaving this season empty-handed. You are leaving it strengthened. What once felt like a threat will become a reminder of how resilient you are. What once felt overwhelming will become a quiet testimony of growth. And what once made you question everything will eventually bring you clarity. So take a breath. Lift your head. Release what you no longer need to carry. The waiting has shaped you. The uncertainty has stretched you. And now, peace is finding its way back to you. This is not the end of your story. This is the closing of a heavy chapter. And what comes next will feel lighter, steadier, and more grounded than you expect. I am with you still. I was with you then. And I will remain with you always. Hold on to that truth as you step forward.